The Bruins know excruciating losses, and certainly Game 6 of this year's Stanley Cup Final will be remembered as one of those. I'm Kevin Dupont for Globe 10.0, here with Steve Silva. Steve, I've got a list, a very short list at the moment that I can think of, the parade of horrors. One, of course, would be the triple OT game with Peter Klima winning it. And then one I remember well, 1990, and then one I remember well in 1979 when I was in the Forum. Too many men on the ice with Montreal, and in my estimation, nothing frames the horror like the Canadiens for the Bruins. So, personally, where do I put this one? I put this one a rung below Too Many Men on the Ice.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember that one from my youth. I'll never forget anything with the Canadiens. There were some clutch losses to the Flyers, who took the cup from them a couple of times in the early 70s. I remember growing up. Most recently, people will think back to blowing a 3-0 lead and a 3-0 game lead to the Flyers in 2010. Game they blew to the Carolina Panthers in 2009, knocked them out of the playoffs. So they've had their heartbreaking losses. The one that comes to mind, I'm thinking outside the Bruins, I'm looking at the Patriots Super Bowl 2012 in Indianapolis. Not 59 seconds left, 57 seconds left. They lost the lead. Eli Manning hit Mario Manningham with a big pass, and that was that same level of shock I felt tonight in the building that you thought the Patriots had that Super Bowl, just like we thought we were going back to Chicago for Game 7.
For shock factor, not as dramatic in terms of the mistake made, but for shock factor, I thought of the Bucky Dent home run. I thought of the ball between Billy Buckner's legs. And, of course, the one I mentioned with the Canadiens. The other part of the Canadiens thing in 79 was, Bruins fans will wince at this one, but in 77 they lost to the Canadiens in the finals. That was here. In 78 they lost to the Canadiens in the finals. That was here. To see the cup rolled out 2 years in a row, and then to finish off the hat trick of horror to lose in the Forum in the Too Many Men was just too much.
Yeah, it is. It's different seeing it from home. Celtics lost one to the Lakers in a Game 7, but that was on the road, and that was probably to be expected. But when you have the game in hand and there's a minute 16 to go, you've got to close it out and take it to Chicago for Game 7. We'll be talking about this one all summer long.
There's my pal Steve Silva as we take you down the parade of horrors in Boston sports history. I'm Kevin Dupont for Globe 10.0.